Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, hello, hello. Let me know if you can see and hear me okay. This is going to be a big group healing. Anyone can watch. You're welcome to. Anyone is welcome to watch and heal themselves as they watch. I will be doing a group energy healing for 117 people in 10 different countries. And the theme is deal with your dad issues of the two healings. This is a two healing set. It's the second in the set. So it's the final healing, the dad issues healing. And this dad issues healing, like the first one on Sunday, 2 days ago, had more of a true dad issues theme, deal with your dad issues. And we actually did a lot of chakra work and chakra filament unblocking, and then some chunk and bubble exercise to clear baggage. Dad issues, baggage from having been a father in different lifetimes, uncleared baggage from having had a father in various lifetimes when it was, not perfect and you got some baggage. But today, there'll be more of a sub theme. It'll be definitely deal with your dad issues, but definitely the subtitle on it will be non-resistance with male anger and male grief. Because the angels and me a little, but it's sort of like all the angels were pulled and I was working with all the angels, so they kind of gave it their stamp of approval. The idea being with today's healing is that if you can be non-resistant and clear your triggers and have neutrality with male anger and male grief, then it pretty much simplifies dealing with men, period. Even if the man is a wonderful person or is an abusive person to you, no matter what. So it's not like that's the only dynamic at play, but that was such a major one that the angels voted it sort of the winning theme for today. So it's deal with your dad issues, ... non-resistance to male anger and male grief. So I'm going to just check to see. I did get some confirmations, thank goodness. Hi, people can see and hear me. That's good, good, good. It's a Tuesday, so maybe less people are watching. But everybody's welcome to watch. And so the idea, I'm going to introduce it just a little bit, and then we're going to do the 2 minutes of quiet time, and then I'm going to start. So male anger, it's not that it's so different from female anger. It's not like, oh, that's male anger versus, oh, that's female anger. It's more that, men tend to have more testosterone on a whole, the hormone testosterone, and they have male bodies, and male bodies sort of run differently at a lower vibration. Not lower worse though. Lower, just slower moving, but not like down at the black range, more at, the lower rainbow colors, and, they're more okay with even brown earth energy. So male grief, for example, like, women can have grief too, of course. But male grief is at it tends to go at a lower vibration than female grief, just because the male body can feel comfortable at a lower vibration. Which is part of, in a way, the beauty of of men, because they're more likely to have simplicity than women. Not that women can't have simplicity, but for a woman to have a lot of simplicity in her life, she's kind of a rock star because estrogen does not predispose one to simplicity. It predisposes one to, multitasking and complexity, handling complexity and subtleties and all sorts of great things. But combine that with imbalance, and then you really get, some wackadoodle stuff. Likewise, combine the male body, which tends to be more comfortable in lower vibrations, combine that with grief or anger to an imbalanced degree, and you get some kind of wackadoodle behavior sometimes. So so anyway, that's and men, maybe are, I think in most cultures, men are more likely to become physically violent. Could be because of the testosterone. I'm not a scientist on all that stuff, but obviously females can become violent as well. But I think that's part of why everybody gets so triggered with male anger, is because of, on some subconscious level in past lives, whatever, they've experienced male anger combined with violent tendencies. So we're going to clear a lot of baggage around that. And the male grief can be, hard, challenging for others around that person, that male who's experiencing grief, just because it's such a low vibration. And oftentimes, you might match the people around you unless you really mindfully set your vibration and have your boundaries and take good care of your energy. So if you have someone that's at such a low vibration of male grief around you and you accidentally match them, it can drive you bonkers. Can make you feel very depressed or very hopeless or very, whatever. So anyway, that's but we're gonna make it fun, I swear. So we're gonna work that so that you're and you have non-resistance to all of that, whether you're in a male body right now or a female body right now. This is not just a healing for women. Sometimes people with bodies that are, initially genetically male in this life, they might have the same level of baggage around male anger, the same level of, negative taboo in their mind around male anger or around male grief. So it could benefit men in a different way, but also a very powerful way, to do the healings that we're going to do today. So super exciting. And I'm wearing what is probably my favorite shirt. I only wear it for videos because I love it so much. Which, maybe is not the right thing, but this is a blue-footed booby. It's a kind of bird that has literally blue feet. And it might live only in the Barbados or something, but I've never been to Barbados. I've just, I bought this at a thrift store, which makes me love it even more, actually. But this is hand painted. This, oh, well, it could be silk screened or something, but it looks very cool. Anyway, so, oh, and I am very glad, hopefully all my Chicago peeps, all the people that I've worked with and work with in the Chicago area are safe. I heard on somebody's survey that some tornadoes came very close to where they were living, but their home was not harmed, thankfully. So always good to ask the angels for extra protection of your home and your property and your cars and yourself, of course, your loved ones, including your pets and your trees on your property, everything. Protection, angels, can you please keep us all safe? All right. Well, good. I'm happy to get more hellos. That honestly is very fun for me and as an adult, and also my inner child really is quite fond of this whole live streaming idea. Before I ever did it, I was terrified by the idea. No, it's really fun. And thank you for all the emojis. That definitely makes it fun too. Yes, good. I'm glad the Chicago people are safe. I used to live in Chicago, for those that don't know, in the city of Chicago for from 18 years of age till 46. Yeah. Now I'm 51. And last 5 years we've been in Washington State. Beautiful northwest of the country. Okay, so people are saying morning, hi, they can see and hear me. Hello from Evergreen, Colorado. Hello, also in the west. Hello, Janet from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Hello, hello. Thanks for this healing. You're welcome. Joining in now, rainy here. Yeah, it's funny, my phone still gives me weather alerts for the Chicago area. I haven't been able to make it stop. So when you guys have like thunderstorm warnings, I get it on my phone. So you've been having a lot of thunderstorm warnings lately. Hi, from Chicago. That shirt is so awesome. I love the bird. Yes, me too. If I had like 15 just like it, then I would wear it every day. I am safe. Good. Good. That's actually now that and if you think you're gonna like this live stream, please give it a thumbs up. I always forget to ask people to do that. I need to remember. I will remember that more and more. But that is a nice thing to say to your body and to your first chakra. You know, I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. You know, just send that message all over your energy field to all your chakras, but especially downward to your first chakra at the base of your spine. I am safe. It's okay. I am safe. Because the body, the physical body, also the first chakra, but the physical body has memory of stresses. And so even if you felt nervous, 3 days ago, your body could still be retaining some of that. I think some vet told me they did a study with cats and dogs, and cats retain more whatever stress hormone or something in their system longer after a stressful event than dogs do. Typically, their dogs are more likely to shake it off sooner than cats. Cats can retain some of that stress hormone in their system for days and days after an event. So I think the physical body is a little bit like that. It just retains the stress. So it's not a waste of time to just keep reminding your body, hey, I am safe. Today's a good day. I am safe. Just so your body's like, oh, really? I can let go of some of this. All right, cool. Well, non-resistance to male anger and male grief. Let's do it. All right. I should say too, part of the nuance of the benefit of this healing to women, females, is that I don't know if it is estrogen or just cultural conditioning or both, maybe both. But there tends to be an impetus, I would say an imbalance. I mean, maybe there's a balanced version of it, but then there's all the imbalanced versions of it, where women like to help others, women like to change others and fix others. And so that very easily becomes invasive and imbalanced and exhausting for the woman, even more than the people around her. So the more you're non-resistant and non-triggered with male anger and male grief, then you could let your male friend or your male father or your male relative or your male partner or your male brother have their grief, because grief is a natural process. So you can let them have their grief and stop trying to fix them subconsciously or consciously. You can let them have their anger, because anger is a natural part of the range of human emotion, and it's nice to be able to go in and out of it. Of course it can get very imbalanced, but there is a level of it that's normal and appropriate and healthy, and not necessarily imbalanced at all. And so if you can be non-resistant to male anger, non-triggered by that, then it it allows a woman to be much more at peace with whatever vibration the men around them are at. So then she's a lot less likely to become invasively controlling or, invasively trying to help. So cool beans. It is cooler than it sounds, I promise. All right, cool. And thank you for the surveys, the post-healing surveys. This really helped. And the I think from the surveys and from what I see and what the angels are saying, that the stuff that we did 2 days ago in the Sunday healing, we did really in depth, chakra by chakra, one at a time, 7 down through 1, unblocking, repairing astral and physical major chakras, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the chakra filament that goes in between astral and physical on each chakra level, enlarging that, unblocking it, melting cords that are going into it. And so that really helped people. A lot of people had a lot of great results. There were two situations where people had some funny, not haha, some less convenient results from that. Not very commonly, but worth mentioning nonetheless. One person, she's more of like a motivated newbie, and she had like some fears come up that she's not normally conscious of. Like money fears and stuff that it's not usually a part of her day-to-day experience. And it was because the back of her grounding was blocked up. But I don't think she noticed it. Otherwise, she would have fixed it rather than just put it in the survey. Oh, I'm experiencing this. So, yeah, the back of your grounding. You always want to check the back, the center, all around your grounding. Your grounding is the big, wide, hopefully big and wide, connects you to the core of the earth. Make sure it's big and wide. She was doing that part, but she missed the part where the whole back was blocked up. So it was just creating this traffic jam and a lot of tightness in the first layer. But she was still more present there than usual because of all the chakra work and filament work we did. So then she felt the fear. That's the thing. Like when you get more present, you're more aware of the energy that exists and the energy that's triggered within you. But you're more able to do stuff about it, and you're less likely to be controlled by it. Like she was like, overall, I feel great, but I am aware of these fears, which is really weird because blah, blah. So anyway, unblock the back of your grounding. Make sure your grounding is wide and flowing. And the other thing, somebody had issues with sleep, and then somebody else's husband always has issues with sleep, and he still did, and all that stuff. So first and second layer in the front, we're going to extra unblock right there. First and second aura layers right in front. Because we did so much chakra work that I don't think the chakras were in the way of good sleep, because a ton of people had really nice sleep, fun, nice, deep sleep. But the couple people that still had sleep weirdness, I think it was because of some energy blocks in these 2 layers right in front, right around those first and second chakras. So that can make you feel kind of jumpy and restless when you're trying to sleep, which we don't want. So we will explicitly do first and second layer work more overall, unblocking at the top, unblocking at the bottom, but also we're going to explicitly melt away some energy blocks that are just kind of really glued in there, possibly with cords from other people or your resistance, whatever. And then we're going to be working non-resistance a lot anyway, which I am excited about because we haven't really worked a lot on non-resistance in I would say quite a long time. So that should be exciting. All right, so enough chit chat. Intro. Hope it helped people. But anyway, so that was the intro to to the topic. So now we'll do our little quiet time for maybe 2 minutes. And then, well, in about a minute into that quiet time, I'll start the healing. I'll start healing people, and you'll see my hands go like this when I start healing people. And then, so in about 2 minutes from now, then that's when I'll start talking out loud and the walkthrough part begins. And of course, if I'm healing you, you don't have to heal yourself at the same time or at all. You can be doing anything at all. You don't even have to watch live if I'm healing you. But you can heal yourself at the same time. You will not get in the way at all of me healing you as well. And a lot of people really enjoy healing themselves at the same time because they find that their abilities and awarenesses are more enhanced when they're getting the healing. So then they can use that on themselves, and they like that. But other people, clean their house. They suddenly feel extra motivation to clean their house during the healing. So whatever. Some people just sleep. So whatever you do is fine with me, and tends to work out for the best. Okay, so quiet time now. You can do whatever you need to do. Chill out. Have a healthy beverage. Journal maybe. Just breathe deeply. Whatever works for you. And thank you very much for your patience with the quiet time. Okay, thank you for waiting. So when you heal yourself, you can have a copy out in front of you. That's what I'm doing. Have a copy out in front of you that you create with your intention of whatever you're healing. So your aura, your grounding, your body's in your aura, um, in the middle of your aura. And you use your hands to heal yourself. You can. That's what I'm doing. And so you have big hand chakras in the center of each palm of your hand, and then also significant chakras in the fingertip, which I call fingertip chakras. So there are 10 of those, of course. And so you're setting all those chakras, hand chakra and fingertip chakras, to be a metallic gold color, similar to my glitter here. Just, some metallic gold color. And when you set it that way, with your intention that these chakras are vibrating at that color, then that's the color that they're also generating of healing energy. So then you have gold healing energy that you're using to heal yourself. So let's go right to grounding. So grounding is your connection to the core of the earth. And if you don't make it wide and make sure it's flowing, it might not be. Just as a reaction to stress, it might become very narrow and blocked, which therefore does you no good. So go ahead and mindfully create a big red or orange or yellow grounding, nice and wide as your whole aura. Your aura might be as wide as the heel of the palm of your hand. So just make that grounding red or orange or yellow. And you can even cycle through the colors real fast to just see which releases the most for you. Red, how much are you releasing? Orange, grounding, how much are you releasing? Yellow, grounding, how much are you releasing? And if that was too fast for you, just pick a color. Just use your gut instinct. Which color helps you release the most right now? And then just imagine a copy of your grounding out in front of you. That is, reduced in size, so you can comb through the whole thing with your hands. So here's the core of the earth, here's the top of your grounding, which is your third chakra, where your sternum bone ends. That's where your third chakra is, where your ribs meet right there. So just comb through your whole grounding with the gold light. You want to melt any blockages that got stuck on the way down. And melt away any hard objects that maybe somebody threw into your grounding. Just melt all that away. You don't want any obstructions in the way of very fast downward flow. So it should be like a really strong waterfall, or like just if you're pouring water downward, lots and lots of it, it should have just a very, very strong flow downward, because that allows you to release a lot of energy, which helps you grow faster, helps you be lighter, helps you manage stress better. It's very nice. We will also do some positive male stuff too. Positive dad, positive male stuff, because that's always uplifting. Because and that I think is a good contrast to the male anger, male grief stuff. Just because often people have negative perceptions of male anger and male grief, or have had negative experiences related to male anger and male grief. So really getting a good sense of and reconnecting with, reconnecting in a healthy way, not chords, but connecting with that you have had some very positive experiences with dads and male authority figures in some lifetime at some point. And that's a nice thing. So we'll also fit that in, just so it's, because we don't want to reinforce negative stereotypes about men or dads or male authority figures by only clearing it. Yeah, anyways, it's a good compliment. So that'll be fun too. So continuing with the grounding. Just unblock the grounding. Just imagine, especially the back of your grounding. It can look, a blocked back of grounding can look like and feel sluggish, like maybe like stuck oatmeal or stuck glue or like a bunch of marbles or a bunch of rocks. And you might think, oh, it's so heavy, I don't know how to do it. Can't clear it. It's just so heavy. Sometimes there are flat, big energy blocks stuck in the oatmeal, and so you melt the flat, big energy blocks that are blocking, because the core of the earth has a natural like downward, it has a like a sort of a suction, so it'll pull things downward. But if you have these big, horizontal shelf things of energy blocks, that'll block up that downward movement. So just be patient and keep working with gold light. Any energy blocks that are maybe big and flat and horizontal in your grounding that are slowing the downward flow, blocking that suction of the core of the earth. And indie grounding is also important for having your grounding work as well as it can. And that's where you check the outer surface of your grounding as it goes down, that outer surface, just to make sure that you melt away all the branch off parts that go to other people's grounding or maybe some invasive beings or something. Just burn off all those branch off parts. Go down the edge of your grounding all the way down, and just, with gold light, gold fire, just melt away those branch off parts. And if there are any hard objects that you come across on the way down, checking out this outward surface, you can burn those up with gold light too, if you use enough gold light. We'll also do some gold wax, sticky gold wax in that whole area too, so that'll help as well with the hard objects. So let's do that, the sticky gold wax for the grounding. So just sticky gold wax is gold light that you use, but with your intention, it sticks to what you need to remove. And then you just remove the wax all at once with all the hard energy objects, invasive beings, and other people's energy and energy blocks that you need to remove. So just put the sticky gold wax around the outer surface of your grounding and throughout your whole grounding. Even up as high as your third chakra, just use sticky gold wax and do the whole thing. And again, your intention is all the hard objects are going to go with the wax. And you're going to give them to your angels. So you got the wax all over everything. And then you can just move it all in a block. So your grounding, your copy of your grounding is still there, but you're moving off what's healthy and gentle to clear, right? So just move off all that junk and then go, angels, here you go. So let's do that again. That's for your grounding. Sticky gold wax around the outer surface of it, all the way up to your third chakra. And inside your grounding, all the way up to your third chakra, all the way down. And have it stick to all the hard energy objects and anything else, invasive beings, other people's energy blocks that you can release right now. And just move it all to the side all at once. Angels, here you go. We'll do that a bunch more, like different levels of that. Like we'll do that again when we're doing aura repair. We'll do a little of that. So, okay, so that was indie grounding. You just check that outer surface and heal it. And we did a little extra removal of all sorts of junk with sticky gold wax for your grounding. All right, so let's move right into aura repair. Oh, should we? Should we not? All right, we'll do the 2 prep steps. The angels are like, don't skip anything, Janet. So fine. So we'll do crowd exercise, and then we'll do vacuum boxes. And then we will do aura repair. Okay, let's do it. So crowd exercise couldn't be easier. You just imagine copies out in front of you of invasive beings that are messing with you, trying to mess with you. Maybe throwing energy, cording, sending annoying levels of continuous telepathy, whatever they're doing. Just imagine all the beings that are doing that with you right now, messing with you from afar, and then any invasive beings who are messing with you from up close or attempting to. So up close meaning within your aura, within your grounding, blah, blah, blah. So beings messing with you from afar, beings messing with you from up close. Of course, you're more giant and powerful anyway, so no need to fear. But angels, can you recycle all these beings? Okay, let's do that again 2 more times. But I don't have to explain, so it'll be faster. Okay, so imagine the beings that are still messing with you from afar, being any beings that are still messing with you from up close. Angels, can you recycle all these beings? All right, one more time. Beings that are messing with you from afar, beings that are messing with you from up close. Angels, can you recycle all these beings? All right, so that was crowd exercise for invasive beings. So then we'll do crowd exercise for invasive people. And invasive people are just triggered. They're very similar to you and me most of the time. One thing that people don't realize is that super invasive people tend to just have a really messed up energy system. Like their chakras are all broken and shattered and their aura's all ripped to shreds. And so that's why they seem like such monsters. Because they have no boundaries with darkness, that it just flows through them, and then they get really extreme and intense with others. But they just really need a lot of healing. I mean, it can be more than that too, but a lot of times the difference between, Joe Schmo being invasive and Joe Schmo not being invasive is just that how good is his energy right now? How healed is he? So anyway, just so you don't judge in an unproductive manner. Okay, so invasive people, just imagine a group of the invasive people that are trying to mess with you from afar, the invasive people that are trying to mess with you from up close. And you can't have angels recycle them. They still exist, and that's fine. So just say hi to them and just talk to them, but stay present. Just say hi. How are you? I'm sorry you're having a hard day. Just go talk to your angels. Hand your problems to your angels. Your angels can repair your aura. Your angels can repair your chakras. Your angels can help you with grounding. Just say, angels fix me. If you don't remember all that, just say, angels fix it. Angels help me. And your angels are the best resource that you have. Like, that's the most powerful help that you can get right now is from your angels. So if you want to get better, you want to feel better, you want things to work out better, angels are the strongest option that you have. So just say, angels, please help me with my problems. All right. That last part was because some people get so fixated on, no, you have to help me. And they don't realize that the best thing really is that if they just let their angels help them, they would grow much faster and everything works out much better. So you kind of have to explain, it's to their advantage to work with their angels. So that should probably get rid of everybody, but if you have any leftover people, just say, angels, please help me with these people. So that was crowd exercise first for invasive beings and then for invasive people. So now we will do vacuum boxes. So vacuum boxes are easy. They may seem a little complicated the way I do them. There's a little too much estrogen imbalance in how I do vacuum boxes. Maybe, but I'll work on that. But so they're temporary energy devices that you make, and they're like vacuums, shaped like cubes, but they work as vacuums. Once you make them and put them in all the right places, then you turn them on all at once, and they suck up invasive beings nearby, invasive people's energy nearby. They're great. And then once they're full, which is quick, like half a minute tops, then you say, angels, please recycle all my vacuum boxes, and they do, and then you have so much more flow, and it's really nice. So I'm gonna list a whole bunch of places to put the vacuum boxes. So if it becomes too complex for you, just say, angels, help me with that. Okay. So go ahead and make a bunch of vacuum boxes, just, quick with your intention in your grounding, both groundings. Make them in your physical body grounding and your astral body grounding. Make them around the outside of your physical body and your astral body grounding. Make them all around your physical body. So front, sides, back, top, bottom of your physical body. Vacuum boxes all around. Make a whole bunch. And again, if you can't do it, just say, angels, help me. You can, but if you think you can't. All right, and then same thing with your astral body, which is you. It's an energy body made up not of bones, but just energy. And that's your astral body. So just make a whole bunch of vacuum boxes around the front, sides, and back, top and bottom of your astral body. And then make a whole bunch in probably the most significant spot that you can make them as a prep for aura repair. Make them around the outer surface of your aura. So make them around the outside, all around the outside of your physical body aura, vacuum boxes everywhere. And then around the outer surface of your astral body aura, make a whole bunch of vacuum boxes everywhere. And then last place would be on your spiritual path. So your spiritual path, you already have it, it already exists, you're already most likely on it. Although you could, if you're lost, you could be on a little side road. So let's first just do gold light on your spiritual path. The more gold light is on your spiritual path, the more it unblocks, the more it's very hospitable to you and inviting to you. So then you're more likely to like hop off your little side road if you got lost and confused and go back on your spiritual path. Your spiritual path represents what you're meant to learn and experience in this life. So it's sort of like being on track, on the right track for you. Everyone has their own individual spiritual path. Even like if they're your kid or your partner or whatever, they have their own path. You have your path. So lots of gold light, unblock your path. Gold fire, gold tsunami, gold, wall of fire, whatever forceful thing you like to just transform your path with gold light. Because you can get unnecessary dramas and conflicts and even unnecessary dangers on your path that manifest because of like inner imbalances that you have or stuff that people dumped on your path. So you don't need any of that, right? Just fire all up and down your path. Just melt away all the unnecessary dramas. So that you can learn and experience what you're meant to learn and experience. And, it'll be fun. As fun as possible. All right, great. And so vacuum boxes on your path. So behind you, around you, in front of you, definitely in front of you on your path. Make a whole bunch of vacuum boxes. So now we made them in all the little places. So just turn them on all at once. And just sit around while your vacuum boxes do the work, while they suck up invasive beings and invasive people's energy and all that stuff. So just chill out, let your vacuum boxes work. You can think about letting go. I can let go. It's okay. I am safe. It's okay to let go. Let go meaning because you can be accidentally holding on to a lot of garbage, a lot of stress, and you don't have to. Just say, hey, I'm safe. I can let go of stress. I can let go of blocked energy. All right, so your vacuum boxes are full now. So just say, angels, can you please recycle all my vacuum boxes? Angels are like, see how fun this is, Shannon? And you wanted to skip it? Oh my goodness. All right, great. So that was vacuum boxes. So let's, now this is also fun. You get to comb through your space now since you've done the vacuum boxes and feel the before and after. So comb through your grounding, your aura, your chakras, your whole body. Okay, so let's do aura repair. Aura repair and grounding, unblocking grounding are the two essentials, I would say. If you're really a minimalist, you don't want to do a lot of energy work in your life, but you want a lot of benefit, I would say every day aura repair and unblock grounding would be your combo. I do have a 10-minute video that fits them both in. You could use every day. And then if sometimes you feel like, oh, I don't think it's working. I did my 10-minute video, but I still feel bad. You probably didn't fully repair your aura. Maybe that day it's a little more damaged than usual, and so you need an extra 3 minutes to fill it in and let it grow back with gold light. But usually aura repair and grounding, unblocking will do the trick if you do it consistently. If you don't do aura repair, you let it go for like a month or something, you could get so much damage that your chakras are damaged as well. So then you need chakra repair. But if you keep consistent with it, probably aura repair and unblocking grounding would be your healthy minimum. All right, cool. So after much ado, aura repair. Da-da-da-da. So fortunately, it's super easy. You just imagine your aura, copy of your aura out in front of you. Technically, if for those of you that are up for more complication, it's both auras, astral body aura and physical body aura. So you just use gold light and you hunt around with your intuition or your thought or something to you use gold light to clean out the ripped parts, and you're cleaning out all the ripped parts so much that then they start growing back. So you use lots of gold light and get it deep into all the little scratches and rips and poked holes or whatever everywhere in your aura. So lots of gold light. And if you are pretty intuitive and good at this stuff already and you know, oh yeah, I don't have aura repair, then that's fine. Just unblock your aura. Just look for energy blocks. But definitely make sure your aura is fully repaired first. Don't just be like, aura repair is boring, I'm going to skip it. So we're just, and if you can't see and you're like, Janet, I never know if I'm getting all the rips, you can just imagine a composite that represents all the rips in your aura. And so imagine like one big valley that represents all the rips in your aura, and heal that valley up until you see it like fully look like a ball again and not a valley. Okay. So you can use a composite to heal all the rips in your aura all at once if you want. That does work. Keep breathing, relax, deep breaths. And again, we're doing both auras, astral body aura and physical body aura. So just double check they're both nice and healed. So that was aura repair. So then let's do a little bit extra. Let's do sticky gold wax again around, we did it already during the grounding, just for grounding. So now we'll do it for aura and grounding all at once. So that then we can get a nice energy seal, and it's just good as an overall unblocking. So that's nice. So you imagine your whole energy system, both your regular auras, astral and physical body aura, your body's in there, your grounding, and even your 15 Wei Qi auras, those are extra auras that you as a spirit have. So they would be in the same place as your astral body aura. Just imagine all that. A whole bunch of auras, 17 auras, your physical body and your groundings, physical and astral body groundings. And just gold wax the whole thing, especially the outer surface of all your auras, but also all the inside too. And let the gold wax stick to any hard energy objects, like, spears that were thrown at you, or little hard energy knife things, or whatever. Just hard energy objects and energy blocks and invasive beings and invasive people's energy, everything that you need to get rid of. Just let the gold wax stick to it. And again, have it go through all your Wei Qi auras too, your 15 Wei Qi auras, and have it stick to anything that's healthy and gentle to get rid of right now, even in your Wei Qi auras, even in your grounding around the outer surface of your grounding, inside your groundings, all this sticky gold wax. Oh, and also have the sticky gold wax go in your chakras, all your major and minor chakras. So the minor chakras are all these cool acupuncture points everywhere. and other chakras too. But so anyway, have your sticky gold wax go in all your major and minor chakras, also the chakra filaments, the connections between the major chakras of your body and your spirit. So gold wax, your filaments, your chakras, major and minor chakras, your energy channels. So a lot of gold wax everywhere, right? And then just chill out, and you're gonna move to the side the gold wax and all the junk that you're done with, that you need to remove. So just let that move to the side. So your copy of everything is still here without the junk. So the junk you're moving to the side, and then say, angels, can you please take on that? If you're a newbie, you probably didn't feel that that worked, but it still did. The more you do it, the more present you are, then you start to feel every little thing, which is more fun. All right, so one more time, but just faster. So gold wax through everything, all your 15 Wei Qi auras, both your regular auras, astral and physical body, your physical body itself, both your groundings, astral and physical body grounding, and all your chakras, major and minor chakras, all your energy channels, filaments, blah, blah, blah. Even your bones, your muscles, everything. Your nervous system. Just have the sticky gold wax stick to whatever's healthy and gentle to release right now. Sticks to hard objects in your auras and your grounding, especially the outer surface of your auras. Okay, and you're going to keep the copy of you where it is, and you're going to move to the side the wax with all the junk that you need to release. So move it to the side and say, angels, here you go. Deep breath, stay here. All right. That was fun. Okay, so now for the energy seal, you're most of the way there. That's just where the outer surface of both your regular auras, astral and physical body aura, if you just do a little bit extra repair of that outer surface, because we removed all the hard objects, but then you got to do a little extra repair there. And then that way there's no more little poke holes where the spears were. And you get this nice energy seal, which is sort of like surface tension, like the surface of Jello or something. It just helps the aura stay together better. And comb through your grounding just for fun. People are releasing a lot extra out of the back of their aura and their back of their grounding right now. So you can just comb through the back of your aura, the back of your grounding, the back of all your chakras, your major chakras, along your spine, back of your aura, back of your grounding. You just comb through all that with gold light. Okay, so that was the energy seal around the edges of both your regular auras, and then just a little extra grounding and blocking for fun. For fun. Let's see. I'm gonna check out what's next. Okay, so we just checked grounding. So if you're coming right to this spot, then and you need grounding, go back a little to the grounding part. But now we're gonna do some chunk and bubble for a whole bunch of different things. Dad junk in general, dad baggage that you have from being a dad in this or past lives, or also from having a dad in this or past lives, any baggage that you might have left over from that. So that's, I'm just calling that dad junk. So we're gonna do it for dad junk, and then we're gonna specifically do it for non-resistance to male anger and non-resistance to male grief and all that good stuff. All right, so chunk and bubble is easy and cool and fun, if I do say so myself. The angel showed it to me, so I'm not really flattering myself, I'm flattering the angels. Just imagine a big baggage, a big chunk, like a whatever shape you like. I like seeing them like big, like cinder block, big chunks, you know, but whatever, however shape you want your chunks to be. But a chunk of uncleared baggage about dad junk, you know, leftover baggage from, you don't have to know what it is. It usually works better if you just make it out in front of you rather than be like, oh, I'm going to do it from this experience. You know, you could do that too, but just first, let's just do dad junk that you really need to clear right now. Okay, and then say, angels, can you double check this? And then make a big gold tub of deep, nice, big gold tub of water, but that the chunk is going to fit really easily into, and you'll have enough extra gold light to just soak it up and work on it, right? So just make a big, big gold tub of light, gold healing energy that's like water, and then dunk your chunk. Dunk your chunk in there, and you can have little gold clamps to hold it down for you. And so you're letting the chunk melt, right? And as you let the chunk melt, then the wisdom from this stuff, that's part of processing, is you gain the wisdom, even just on subconscious levels. You gain the wisdom and you're letting go of the pain. That's the whole idea. Let go of the pain, keep the wisdom. You don't keep all the unprocessed garbage you've been through. You keep the wisdom, right? So then in future lifetimes or later in this life or now, you're wiser for it, okay? So as your chunk is dissolving in the gold light, then your wisdom is bubbling up into the air, and then it bubbles and you get it. Like you just receive it automatically as soon as the wisdom bubbles up. So just feel the wisdom bubbling up, feel the gold bubbles popping around you, and you're getting the wisdom. And it can be just subconscious, you know, you might actually be consciously intuitive of a little bit of it, but it's okay if you're not. You still get the wisdom, and that still works. Okay, so that's just regular dad junk. Let's do a couple more of those. Just you can make multiple chunks of dad junk that you really need to clear right now, whatever it is. And just dunk it in your gold tub of water, and let them bubble up. Let the wisdom bubble up as the pain melts and dissolves and goes away. And you can just have clamps hold it down so you don't have to, and then you could give yourself little massages as you're receiving your wisdom. Deep breath. Just let the gold light bubble up, the gold wisdom bubble up. And the chunks melt. All right, so that was melting away unprocessed dad junk, getting rid of some dad baggage, from having been a dad, from having a dad, just leftover junk you didn't get over. So then non-resistance to dads, to male authority figures. Let's do that. So if you need a new big tub of gold light, destroy your old one, make a big new tub of gold light, gold water. And then your resistance on any level to male authority or fathers, father figures, male authority, you get it, right? male mentors, male teachers, blah, blah, blah. So you can even use your chunk machine. We talked about making a chunk and bubble machine at the end of the last healing. So you can load them all up in your chunk and bubble machine if you want. Load up a whole bunch of chunks of your resistance to male authority, your resistance to dads, to your current dad, to any dad you've ever had, any male authority figure you've ever been around. So just get all those chunks in there. Say, angels, please check all this. And then just let the chunks drop into the gold light and let the wisdom bubble up. So again, the chunks that are melting right now are your resistance to male authority figures, your resistance to dads that you have or have had. And yes, this can affect how you interact with any men or any males in general. Okay, and so the round of all the chunks is now processed, at least the ones that I was doing. So that was anything that makes you resist male authority and dads. I'm taking notes because later there will be a detailed healing summary in the comment section that will have timestamp links, so you can jump around if you want with the timestamp links. Okay, later, within a day. So that was, we used the machine, the chunk and bubble machine, because there was so much to clear. For resistance, any resistance you have for male authority and dads, that is good to clear right now, which means, yes, you can do this every day for the rest of your existence. It would not be too much. Okay, so then your resistance, your triggered energy, unresolved baggage, whatever you want to say, to male anger. So get your chunk and bubble machine loaded up for this one. All your resistance to male anger, your baggage about male anger, whether you're in a male body or a female body right now, or genetically, originally, whatever, doesn't matter. Just load up all the chunks of baggage that are good to clear, within the next minute or so, and just load them all up. Your baggage about male anger. So load up that chunk and bubble machine and then say, angels, can you please check all my chunks? Check my chunks. Do a chunk check, angels. All right, so the angels checked your chunks. So make sure if you need a brand new tub of gold water, go ahead. You got to get this ready. Lots of gold water to deal with all these chunks, right? And then go ahead, start your chunk machine, dunking chunks. So it can dunk one at a time, it can dunk two at a time, whatever you like your machine to do. And as the chunk of baggage about male anger melts away in the gold light, you get the gold bubbles of wisdom. You get your wisdom to bubble up to you. And so you just receive your wisdom about it all, about all that you've been through in this and past lives. So you're getting rid of the pain of these experiences and you're keeping your wisdom. So again, this is your resistance to male anger, that kind of baggage. And that's what and the chunks are falling down, and then they're getting melted in the gold light, and your gold bubbles that are coming up of your wisdom, you're just automatically receiving those. And you can go ahead and check your grounding. If you feel anything other than like a big strong tree, go ahead and check your grounding, red or orange or yellow, and make sure your grounding is nice and unblocked and wide, all the way down to the core of the earth. You can extra comb through the back of your aura, the back of your grounding, gold light, and your whole grounding. Okay, so that was clearing your resistance to male anger. So, so now we'll do clearing your resistance to male grief. So load up that chunk machine. So you have your chunk machine. All it does is it's like a little rack, you know, to hold all these chunks of unprocessed baggage that you want to clear in the next minute. And you don't have to use a machine if you want. You don't want, you know, it's not a rule. It's just a way to keep melting more and more chunks. So if you don't like the machine, don't use the darn machine. But just anyway, all your resistance to male grief, all your unprocessed baggage and unprocessed stress about male grief, and just put that all in your little machine, load it up, all the chunks that you want to clear in the next minute or two, and then just say, angels, can you check all my chunks? Can you do a chunk check? And the point of that is, you know, maybe you did a little too much, so then the angels will take part of it off and do it later with you in your sleep. Okay, so then make sure you have a nice big gold tub of water that's big enough and watery and gold enough for all those chunks. And then just turn on your chunk machine and let the chunk machine start dropping chunks. And again, this is your resistance to male grief. And as the chunks melt, the gold, your wisdom bubbles up, like gold wisdom, gold bubbles through the water, and then they come to the surface and they pop eventually, and you get the wisdom automatically as the bubbles come up and pop. So again, the one that you're melting is resistance to male grief. So what does that mean? That means, you know, men can be sad, you know, men can have grief just like women can. And it's an especially low vibration. It's a uniquely low vibration. Can be, usually is, if the person has a male body in this lifetime. So that is, you know, something that people in a female body might feel like is a problem they have to fix, you know, that extra low vibration of male grief. And so you may have resisted, you may have gotten into a lot of invasive trouble in the past about that. So, and also maybe as a male in this or past lives, you may have gotten pretty stuck in your own grief, in male grief, in experiencing male grief, and you may have not been able to get out of it and clear it in a certain lifetime. So it's good to get rid of all of it, right? Get rid of your baggage about male grief. So all those chunks are gone. You can do one more chunk. Okay, any leftover male grief baggage, resistance to male grief that you want to clear right now, angels double check it, please. And then go ahead and dunk it in the gold water. And just let it melt and let the gold bubbles come up of your wisdom. So you're melting the pain and getting the wisdom from those experiences. Just let the chunk totally melt and get all the wisdom in bubble form. And then if you have any leftover debris from the chunks, just say, angels, please help me clean up all this. And you can destroy all that if you want. The tub and the chunk of bubble machine, if you don't want one right now. You can always make one again later. So that was male grief, resistance to male grief, And before that, we did resistance to male anger. Before that, we did general resistance to male authority and dads. And before that, we just did general clearing of dad junk. So let me check what people need. So positive dads. Positive male authority figures, positive experiences. The experiences is what makes it positive, right? So you have no doubt at some point in some lifetime and in many lifetimes had positive experiences with male authority figures and also had positive experiences with dads. Maybe not at all in this life. Maybe not at all of course, not at all in many lifetimes, or you've had a lot of negative experiences. But we've been dealing with clearing baggage from a lot of the negative experiences. So now let's clear so that you can be more open to remembering and feeling and even experiencing in present time positive experiences with male authority figures. So it doesn't mean that you have to now, have some big reunion with your father in this life, because maybe you and he just have sort of irreconcilable differences, but there are other men in the world. There are other male authority figures in the world. There are other men in the world that perhaps could be your friend, or it could be a sibling, or it could be just a role model that you might look up to and be inspired by. So there's a lot of potential, even if you have irreconcilable negative situations with your female and or male parents. You could find positive role models and positive influences of that gender still in the world, and that could really help to balance things nicely for you. In part, it's important too because we all have male and female energy, like regardless of the gender of your body. I mean, is there sort of a continuum, and then yes, there's sort of non-gendered stuff too within you, like in the middle part, but so we all have a continuum of your male energy, your female energy, your sort of non-gendered energy, and then you've had past lives, all types of past lives. So it's really good if you can get rid of all the negative associations and negative baggage that you have with all of that, and reconnect and just sort of vibe with all the positivity of it, because it also translates into you feeling better about yourself and you having a more robust strength within yourself. So that's great. And also, it might help you fix a sink every now and then. I showed these in the last healing because I had to order them on Amazon. I had to learn about them from a YouTube video. This is the wrench that's going to, hopefully, knock on wood, someday I'll report back and tell you if it worked. But this is the wrench that's going to fix my sink trap. One of our kitchen sinks doesn't drain well at all, and so hopefully this will help me fix it. But anyway. I don't know how I got into that again, but so now we're going to do the positive dad stuff. Positive male, positive dad stuff. And we're going to do it with some deep thought work. Because that's what the angels are telling me to do. So deep thought technique is cool, and it helps you imagine, to do deep thought, you imagine 3 sections out in front of you, copies of parts of you out in front of you. and then you heal those parts of you through these copies. And the bottom part that you're imagining is your subconscious mind, and then the middle part you're imagining is your conscious mind, and then the part above that is your eighth chakra, which is a chakra that you have, number 8, and it doesn't fit into your physical body. It stays above you like a big gold sun. So for Doll, her eighth chakra would be up here, right? So the top of her aura, and then maybe 3 feet above, like 2 feet at the very closest, but even like it could be 8 feet above the top of her aura. Sometimes it goes up and down, depending on how engaged. It is kind of like your higher self. There are probably other parts too that also are part of your higher self, but it's not really inaccurate to think of your eighth chakra as your higher self. It's certainly part of your higher self. So anyway, top of the aura, and then eighth chakra is up here somewhere, like a big gold sun shining down your eternal wisdom and gold healing energy on you. So it's very good energy for you, and it's good to be very receptive and open to that energy of yours. It helps give you kind of like a Zen, a deeper wisdom, so you don't sort of sweat the small stuff. So it's really good. So, okay, so eighth chakra, and you can imagine it is gold, and then conscious mind, subconscious mind. And let's bring up blue earth energy to soak the subconscious mind and the conscious mind, because blue is a nice color for the mind. It most directly relates to the fifth chakra, and so a light blue or a medium blue is really nice for the throat chakra, fifth chakra. So anyway, just bring up blue earth energy. So you're not soaking your body and all your chakras or anything in blue, because that would be too fast moving for your lower chakras. So, but your subconscious mind and your conscious mind out in front of you, the copies, yes. So bring up medium blue or light blue earth energy. Give a nice good earth energy soak at that vibration to your subconscious mind and your conscious mind. Wah, wah, wah. And so that I like to call a blue soak. And again, it's just for your subconscious mind and your conscious mind. And then you can just run gold light. You can leave that blue earth energy up, and then you could just use gold light and comb through those sections, your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. And also what I call the blending surfaces. Make these 3 sections all touch so that you have a blending surface in between them, because you want energy flow between them. You want a healthy level of energy flow between your subconscious mind, your conscious mind, back and forth there, and also between your higher self and your conscious mind. So just get those blending surfaces to be nice and flowy, as opposed to like hard and crusty and blocked up. So just go light through the blending surfaces in between each section. In between the eighth chakra and your conscious mind, that blending surface, just melt away any hard stuff there. And then in between your conscious and your subconscious mind, work that blending surface, melt away any hard junk there. Whew. Because there is a lot of wisdom in your subconscious mind, and so that can bubble up if this blending surface is healthy. It's like it won't let up everything, because you don't want to be conscious of everything. I mean, the subconscious mind has a function, but there is a lot there that could really add up to like a much deeper, healthier sense of self-awareness, stronger intuition, all sorts of good stuff. So that is a key blending surface to keep nice and flowy and unblocked between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. So there we go. And you can, if you're healing yourself, you can take a little dab of that eighth chakra energy and just spread it in the conscious and the subconscious mind. If you're healing someone else, I would say don't touch their eighth chakra energy. Just use regular gold light from your hand, universal gold light. But if you're healing yourself, you can kind of spread it a little. Take some of it, the eighth chakra energy, gold, and just spread it on your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. But again, if you're healing other people, yourself, or like say your kid or just do gold light on your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. All right, so now I said this was going to be about positive dads, right? Positive male role models, positive male authority figures, and being open to experiencing that, and also remembering the genuine, real positive experience you have had. So let's just melt away anything in the way of that. And so you can imagine whatever's in the way of it, like the wounds or the hard energy in the way of you getting a strong sense of the positivity that you've experienced and that you can experience, just melt away. So imagine the hard stuff in the way of any positive dad experiences, positive male authority figure, positive male mentor experiences, and just melt away the chunks in the way of that in your conscious and your subconscious mind and in those blending surfaces. So you want to be aware of, you want to feel and be open to the positive experiences that you can have with male authority figures, with male role models, with male mentors that you have had actually in the past too, with fathers. Because sometimes, you may have had like really amazing dads in like, say, 20 lives. And then you have one negative experience and it just kind of, that hardens you up. And then you no longer feel the 20 great dad experiences that you've had, the 20 great dad lifetimes that you've had, So we don't want that. So just melt away the hard stuff that has made you stop feeling and enjoying that positivity, the positive male authority figure experiences, the positive dad experiences. Just melt away any hardness that's blocking that for you. So we're done with the deep thought part, so you can blow that up. So that was deep thought to help you feel more your positive male experiences, your positive dad experiences, and be more open to it in the future. I'm going to look at where people are at. Okay, so what we're going to do next is through chunk and bubble. Yay! Chunk and bubble exercise, which we already did a lot of, but we're going to do a little more for some in a different way. So I was looking at a sample person that the angel showed me, and this person, she's 18. Her mom gets herself healings and gets this 18-year-old young woman healings, and her brother sometimes too as well. And so this 18-year-old young woman, she there's an emptiness within her where she doesn't trust her own strength. She doesn't listen to her own wisdom. And so she's overly attracted to controlling men because she feels like, well, I don't know what I'm doing. So, he's so confident. He must know what I should do. So there's like she's overly needy for the male authority figure and therefore picks an imbalanced male authority figure to bond with. So she, has like kind of a history of not the healthiest boyfriend choices, which, I had a very long history of, I had a decade of unhealthy boyfriend choices in this life myself. So it can happen to many of us. I even had a first marriage of unhealthy selection of male partners. So, so it's sort of like not exactly focusing on that negative experience that she's had with the bad boyfriend. We'll summarize it, you know. It's the void within herself that caused her to be attracted to kind of an extreme male, let's say, right? Let's call it an extreme male. And so let's heal the baggage that makes, because that's the irony of it. It's like it feels like a void, but it's not really a void. It's a bunch of baggage. So it's not really like an absence of something. I think maybe 10% it's an absence of something, but 90% it's like a ton of baggage. But it feels like a void and kind of looks like a void. But anyway, so that's fine. So what we're going to do is clear baggage that causes you either now or in this lifetime or in past lives or potentially in the future if you don't clear it, causes you to be attracted to or resist extreme males and extreme father figures, extreme male mentors. Okay, so get your chunks ready. You want, get a big chunk and bubble shelving system up that feeds the, kind of like a donut machine, you know, that puts the batter in the hot oil at the right time. You know, so you can load up like 2 minutes worth of chunks into your chunk machine. And again, this is whatever baggage that you have that causes you to be attracted to, or has caused you to be attracted to, negative men, negative, you know, imbalanced male authority figures, imbalanced, especially imbalanced male role models, male mentors, male authority figures. So lots of chunks, and this isn't blaming the victim, you know, it's not like it's your fault. We're not really assigning fault here. So just a whole bunch of baggage that has caused you to be attracted to extreme males, let's say. And then make a big tub of gold water for this one. And then just say, angels, can you check all my chunks and make sure it's okay for me to clear all this in the next minute or two? And so your angels have checked it all, so it's okay, so you can go for it. Anything remaining is angel approved. So then you got your big tub of gold water. So you can go ahead and drop down your first chunk of baggage. And again, this is any inner baggage that you have that is kind of like a void, makes you feel like empty or incomplete subconsciously. So then you're driven towards negative male, extreme male things, like an extremely imbalanced boyfriend or husband or male mentor or male boss or whatever. So let the chunks go down into the gold light and they dissolve in the gold light, and then your wisdom from those experiences, whatever that created the baggage, you get the wisdom. Like it bubbles up in gold bubbles, and then the bubbles pop really gently and you get your wisdom on conscious and subconscious levels. So, and just keep letting the chunks drop down. You know, as soon as they all melt, then drop some more chunks of your baggage. And again, this is baggage that is like creates an inner void within you. What makes you feel like you have an inner void, or somehow you're incomplete, and so it over attracts you to these negative male, extreme males. So the chunks are melting and the gold wisdom is bubbling up to you as gold bubbles. So just relax, let your chunks automatically melt and dissolve and the wisdom come to you as bubbles. Deep breath. So again, this is whatever inner baggage that you have subconsciously, probably, that causes you to feel a void and somehow be attracted subconsciously to extreme males, where you would have a negative experience with an extremely imbalanced father, extremely imbalanced male role model, male authority figure. So just melt that baggage and just let the bubbles come to you, the wisdom bubbles. So that's probably done now for now. So the thing is that, like that sample person, she needs to do this again in her sleep with her angels. So in order to, get sort of optimal benefit out of it, like she did half of what she needs to do, but that's all she can do right now because, there's a limit to what you can do at one time. So you say, angels, can you help me work on this in my sleep if I need it? Which, yeah. So angels, help me to work on all this dad stuff in my sleep if it'll help me. So what was that? That was Chunk and Bubble to clear the inner void baggage and any baggage that makes you attracted to extreme males. Where you might have a negative experience with an extremely imbalanced father or extremely imbalanced boyfriend or spouse or teacher, mentor, whatever. Right. So let's do, we're almost done. Let's do flower healing for non-resistance and also for forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself, because a lot of times if you go through something hard, it's really weird. There's this weird byproduct of trauma or stress that you could feel like it was your fault. And like that may be completely not true, or it's just like an unproductive twisting of the truth to make it your fault, because fault is really heavy. Like it's nice to learn from experiences, but you don't have to get all bent out of shape and be like, oh, it's my fault, in order to learn. That's usually, that's very big in America. I don't know if it's big elsewhere. Probably is, but maybe it's less in certain cultures than ours, than in the U.S. But yeah, I could go on with that, but I won't for the sake of time and brevity. So flower healing for non-resistance and also for forgiving yourself. So you don't have to get stuck in fault and guilt and shame and all that yuck. We don't want that. So, okay, so with flower healing, you make flowers. You make energy healing energy that's in a range of like rainbow colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and gold. So anywhere in that range your flowers can be, and just whatever vibration you need at this time of universal healing energy. And you can make them look like flowers or balls of energy if you don't like flowers. But just go ahead and make energy healing flowers for non-resistance, just in general. Non-resistance, energy healing flowers for you. What you need to have more non-resistance. What healing energy will help you be more non-resistant. And then you say, angels, can you check my flowers? And then go ahead and give them to yourself. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Okay, let's do that again. So whatever you need for non-resistance. Non-resistance is like, it's like just being flowing instead of being stuck. Non-resistance helps you let go, helps you move on, helps you not take things so personally, helps you just, be more self-healing and regenerative naturally. It's just flowing. So if some people get like fixated on a word and they think they don't understand it and blah blah blah. So if you need to substitute flowing for non-resistant, that's fine. Okay, so go ahead and make a whole bunch of healing energy flowers for non-resistance for yourself, whatever you need, whatever healing energy you need to help you with non-resistance, and say, angels, can you check my flowers? And then go ahead and give it to yourself. And now forgiveness flowers that will help you melt away any shame, any guilt, any overly stuck in like I shouldn't have done that, because the point is to learn and evolve and grow. The point is not to like beat yourself up. That doesn't help anyone, right? So forgiveness and just learning, right? Forgiveness and learning, that's nice, right? So energy healing flowers that help you forgive and learn. Okay, forgiveness and learning for you. And angels, can you check my flowers? And go ahead and give them to yourself. So again, more energy healing flowers that'll help you with forgiveness and learning, help you to melt away and dissolve any shame or guilt. Make those energy healing flowers for forgiveness and learning. Say, angels, can you check my flowers? And give them to yourself. Okay, there's one more thing that I wanted to do. We did it in so many ways, but I just want to make sure, literally by doing it, second and first layers of the aura are closest to the body. First layer and first chakra has to do with courage, safety, and abundance. Second layer has to do with emotions, emotional wellness, sexuality, sensuality. So I noticed for some sleep issues, restless people not sleeping well, they had too many blocks right here in the first layer and second layer, right in front of this whole area. So I want to specifically work on that area and just get some of those glued in energy blocks, get them grounded with red and orange earth energy, melt away the cords going into those energy blocks. Again, right in this area right here, first and second layer in front of the hips and tummy and upper thighs, and just lots of gold light and melt away the cords. So this really super stuck stuff. Melt away all the cords. Again, we do want to clear what's healthy and gentle to heal, but there's a lot that's really stuck in there that's still good to clear. It's still healthy and gentle, and it'll help you sleep better. So help you have less fears and worries and less emotional weirdness. So just that super stuck stuff, that's what we're aiming to clear. They're just energy blocks, but they can be extra stuck in there due to resistance, due to other people's energy. So just imagine the extra stuck energy blocks in that area, and just use gold light. You can even imagine them and then remove them, and if they're yours, blow them up, or just if they're not yours, give them to your angels. If you're healing like your kid, just give them to your angels. Don't blow up their energy blocks. That's too bossy. So again, imagine the hard stuff that still hasn't melted. Say, angels, here you go. Or blow it up if it's yours. Okay, again, imagine the hard stuff, the hard energy blocks, the hard objects. Remove them. Angels, here you go. Imagine the hard stuff. Remove it. Angels, here you go. Imagine the hard stuff. Remove it. Angels, here you go. And then gold light all through that area. Even a little extra gold light in all there are all these acupuncture points all in this area. So a little extra gold light, a little extra repair in that whole area. All those little minor chakras. You can repair those and unblock those. And then a little overall at the top and bottom of your aura, all the aura layers, top and bottom, comb through that, melt away all the hard stuff. So that would be like right here and right here, that you just imagine and melt away the energy blocks. And again, you can just use sticky gold wax in the very top and the very bottom of your aura. Get all the hard stuff, get the wax out, give it to your angels. Angels, here you go. Sticky gold wax in the very top and the very bottom of your aura. Get all the hard stuff, suck in the wax, take it out. Angels, here you go. Redo your grounding, red or orange or yellow. Comb through your grounding, especially the center part of it, especially the back part of it. All right. Redo your gold energy aura buffer zones. Sorry, that's my dog Abel. Abel! Abel! Oh well. So, redo your gold buffer zones. And say, angels. Abel, come here. Angels, can you give me a blessing and a healing? So that was just a little bit of second and first layer in the front, and then sticky gold wax. And now, believe it or not, we are done with the healing. Woo! Great job, great job, great job, good job, guys. Woo-hoo! So I'm just gonna catch up quickly. We'll see how quickly, but maybe 10 minutes or so, looking at the comments of you guys live here that want to comment about how the healing is for you, how the healing was for you, if there's a part that you like the most, any comments that you have about it. I don't want to go too long, but you know, if you want to say how the healing was for you, how you feel now, that would be interesting. You can say if you healed yourself or if I healed you. So I'm going to check out the comments. Someone says, hi Janet, gives some cute little Tinkerbell emojis. Someone says, estrogen imbalanced approach to vacuum boxes. LOL, yeah, it is. Someone says, I like that idea of a composite for rips in the aura. Yeah. Good, I'm glad you like it. Someone says, ooh, I like the valley idea for aura repair. Yeah, which is the same thing, the composite, making one composite copy of all the rips in your aura and heal them all at once, because I'm not always sure about getting all the damage. Well, there you go. I imagine that non-resistance to male authority will help us even if the male authority is imbalanced. Oh yeah, absolutely. As in toxic masculinity, but I feel a little resistance. Still, any thoughts? Thanks. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you know, there are imbalanced females in the world, there are imbalanced males in the world. And it's not about, like, where I'm at, it's not about, you know, a value judgment of that, you know, imbalanced women are great and imbalanced men are terrible, or imbalanced people are terrible and balanced people are great. You know, it's just that that's reality, and you've experienced and continue to experience all sorts of varieties of that situation. So the less triggered you are, the more present you are, the more you're able to make wise and healthy decisions for yourself and have strong boundaries. So hope that helps. So yeah, non-resistance to extreme, yeah, toxic as a word I have a problem with, because it's such a value judgment that it puts people into judgment when they say it. So when they say, oh, she's toxic, or oh, my workplace is toxic, automatically, in general, the person tunes out like anything that they could be doing to make the situation better for themselves, because they're like, well, it's toxic. The workplace is toxic. So of course I'm out of my body all day, every day, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, which is garbage. Like, you could be way more present, way more safe, way more empowered in that same workplace that you're discussing, but you call it toxic and stop thinking about it, so yeah, there are people that are extreme, and maybe it's not good to be married to one of them, or maybe it is for now, or maybe, whatever. So I'm not saying that abusive behavior is okay. You know what I mean? Like, if you're in an abusive situation, but if you are in an abusive situation and you're going to be for the rest of the day, then it's really good to be non-resistant and non-triggered about it. So you can be much more present and safe and have much more logical, healthy thoughts and solutions for yourself. So hope that makes sense. I'm not excusing abusive behavior, but judging abusive behavior is not advantageous for anyone's safety or wellness. So hope that makes sense. Someone says, thank you. Hello from Mexico. Hello. Hello. You're welcome to watch. Good to hear from you. I don't have a lot of clients in Mexico, actually. I usually don't have clients in Mexico, which is terrible. I would love to have clients in Mexico. Hello. So it says, hi. So it says, your comment about voids really being baggage is fascinating. Yeah, a void is usually not a void. It's usually mostly baggage. I mean, the part that that is a void, you can do flower healing for, but usually it's not a void anyway. It's mostly just baggage that makes you feel empty. Like, for example, the classic thing would be like loneliness feels like a void, right? You have this void in your life, you feel extremely lonely, right? But usually what you're missing in that loneliness is that your heart chakra is so blocked that you're not generating that feel-good energy with the fourth chakra. And so that is literally, technically, what creates the loneliness feeling. Like, you could say, oh, I feel lonely, Janet, because my puppy just died, right? But if I give that person then a really good fourth chakra healing, then they feel okay with it. I mean, it's still a sad thing, but they no longer feel lonely, because it's like there's this literal thing where the fourth chakra energy makes you feel the opposite of loneliness, makes you feel like warm and fuzzy, like things are going to work out, So if anything, the void is the absence of your positive energy that would be generated by that chakra. And technically the reason is usually it's weighed down so much with baggage. So it's actually a bunch of stuck baggage, and you get rid of that, and therefore your chakra starts to work again, and it generates what you need. Someone says, I love the melting away baggage that attracts extreme males. Yes, that last night, I was having a convo with my mom, asking her why I attract extreme males as father figures. LOL. Oh my gosh, the angels got you covered there. Yeah, and that's different from, we're not like blaming people, but there are times when people are attracted to not the wrong thing, to something that's unhealthy for them, but they don't realize it until later, but if they had better radar and less baggage sort of messing with their discernment, they would notice it and see it a mile away and be like, nope, no time for that. And they wouldn't even have that negative experience. So that's the idea, hello, if I could have had that healing when I was like 18, then I would have saved myself like 12 solid years of being very strongly attracted to negative males or extreme males. Oh boy, that would have been transformative. But anyway, so yeah, it's a great thing to work, and it can help your next life, certainly. So hopefully if I keep working it, then I won't have another, my future lives, I won't be so attracted to extreme males at any time anymore, which would be great. Someone says imbalanced role models. Yeah. Ooh, that's giving me chills. Yeah, it's your angels being like, pay attention. Happy to release into the chunk and bubble machine. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad that works for you. Someone said, did not see the blocked back of grounding. Love the chunk and bubble machine. My husband has had a weight lifted off his shoulders during these two healings. Thank you for the healing. Great, great, great. Someone took away their message. Oh, they said something later. Okay, someone says, I felt a really good release throughout the healing, but I was super sleepy the whole time. How'd my mom and dad do? I healed myself and you healed me too. Thanks, Janet. Um, Interestingly enough, this healing helped your mom more than your dad. She has a lot of resistance to male anger and male grief and that the compulsion to fix stuff like that, that makes her invasive. So she has a lot of, so it actually, she has a bigger before and after than your dad right now. Although your dad, it was nice for him too, but it was a bigger deal for your mom. So interesting. Sleepy the whole time. I think just because this was a biggie for you. You could definitely you probably already did, but you can say, angels help me to work on this as much as I need to in a gentle and healthy way. That way they'll space it out for you in your sleep and during awake time with the video or whatever. Someone says, joined late but feeling relaxed. Oh, good to hear. Thanks. Yes, you got the healing, so I'm glad it helped. That's good. Someone says, hello, Janet. I feel good healing with you today. You got the healing. I think you mean healing with you. You mean like, you didn't get the healing? You did get the healing, yeah. Okay, so I feel good healing with you today. My head is spacey. My body is calm. Do you know why? Head is spacey. Yeah. Check out the back of your aura around your left ear and the back of this left side of your head. Just comb through the aura back there. You have, I think before you had aura damage, you don't anymore. But when you did have aura damage, like you just got some weirdness there. Maybe do some vacuum boxes all around the left side of your head and above your head and just clear all that out. Like gold fire, just comb through that part of your aura. Gold wax, just the back of your head, particularly on the left side, left back and left side. So yeah, it's just a little extra energy. Someone says, man, this was good for me. I tried your advice about handing off my dad baggage to the angels to help me clear subconsciously. I'm already feeling more centered. Was it really that hard on my energy? Yeah, it was a big topic for you. It's a big topic for a lot of people. I mean, yeah, that's the funny thing about the twin sets, because there are only 2 healings as opposed to 3 healings. So the angels help me to make each healing count more. So, it's sort of ironic because people are like, oh, it's only 2 healings, I'll do the triplet instead. But the twin sets, they really pack a punch. Maybe sounds too abrupt, but so this was a big one. Just the male anger, male grief, and non-resistance, and the positive male stuff. And yeah, so it was big for you. You're not imagining that. Someone says, thanks so much, like forgiveness flowers, and I healed myself. Thanks for clarifying. I have a long way to go with father baggage, but this is a leg up. Yes. Yeah, it is a leg up. Yeah, just keep doing chunk and bubble. Chunk and bubble, girl. Someone says, releasing male anger was the major effect for me. Dealing with dad and mom health issues impacted me so much. Thank you, Janet. Oh, good. Releasing male anger. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, you may have male anger in your space because you resist it. And then because technically we were clearing your resistance to male anger, but that can also help you have boundaries with male anger better. So yeah, glad it helped. Someone says, thank you for the healing. You are welcome. Someone says, understood about non-judgment of imbalances. Thanks. Oh, okay. About what I said. Yeah. Um, Someone says my oldest. Oh yeah, my oldest enjoyed the healing too. He released so much dad anger that is letting it go with tummy ache. That he is letting it go with a tummy ache. Yeah, check out his CV meridian as well. I think there's a little bit of drama there, a little bit of damage, and a little bit of couple invasive beings and stuff. So just check out CV meridian. For those that don't know, it starts at the crotch and goes up the midline of the front, ends in the tip of the tongue. So tummy stuff. I mean, there are other key meridians there too, but I think the CV one is the big, the one right in the center is so major that you get that one nice and the others tend to mellow out faster. So yeah, if he has a tummy ache, I would also do that for him. Tell them I said hi, by the way. Tell your boys I said hi. Someone says, I received the healing. I still feel a little triggered. I'm actually remembering your name this time. I received the healing. I still feel a little triggered. I tried to redo my grounding and melt my triggers throughout the healing, but they keep coming up. Your grounding is nice. You're just releasing way more than you usually do. So try not to overthink it. You're kind of like, you're thinking a lot. Don't think so much. Just be. Like, try to feel your shoulders, try to feel your legs, maybe just some deep breaths. Because you're releasing so much and you're used to overthinking, so your brain is kind of going in overdrive, trying to figure out what's happening to you. Like, because you're just not used to releasing this much and what it's like and what that means. But it's just, it's like surfing a wave, and if you try to analyze the wave, you kind of flop in a weird place with the wave, whereas if you just surf it, you just go with the wave and it doesn't clobber you. So just surf the wave of what you're releasing, and just because your energy looks really good. Just keep it unblocked in the back. Just keep unblocked, how we combed through the back of the aura and the back of the grounding, back of the aura and the back of the grounding. You could keep doing that, and just keep relaxing. Maybe watch something funny, or be outside with some nice calm plants or something, or just take it easy, because you're used to kind of controlling what happens to you, and you're releasing a lot, and it is really positive, but it's a different state of mind. It's not so cut and dry and controlled. It feels like a big wave, but it's you're the wave. It's a good thing. So just kind of let your body adjust, let your mind adjust. Don't think too hard. Just like I said, you could watch something funny or chill out. Someone says, thank you. I feel like I cleared some baggage from dominating male figures in grad school. Feels really good. Good. Good, I'm glad. Someone says, where is some of the grief and embarrassment coming from? Is being so controlled and not being able to speak up for myself. Now I have a pattern of holding myself back. You're funny the way you write. It's like you write in this circular way that asks a question in the middle of the statement in the middle of another question. It's energetically very. I mean, if you were a painter, you'd probably paint some really cool stuff with all this different things going on. But anyway, I would just say to look at your energy right now. Your grounding is great, your aura is great, but you, like the person I was just talking to, just chill out. Don't overthink, just breathe, surf the wave. Just you're releasing a ton. The less you think, the better. You just feel your shoulders, feel your thighs, feel your breath, maybe have some protein, maybe watch something funny, just burn some incense, whatever relaxes you. Just stay here though. Don't tune out and relax, tune in and relax, so maybe smell something that smells nice, sensory engagement, watch something funny. Just don't think so hard when you're in a big shift. Just let it be. Hope that helps. Someone says, "Yeah, that sounds like me with the overthinking things." Yeah, yeah. And again, remind your body, "I am safe. I am safe." Because a lot of people, when they have a big shift, it's only for negative. They don't have big healings with big international healers and whatever. So the only time they have a big shift is like in a car crash or a terrible, terrible things. So your body might not understand this new way of having a big shift that is like crazy good and empowering. So you have to remind your body, no, this one's good. This is a good shift. This wave is gonna take me where I want to go. So, just like teach your body, teach your spirit to just relax into your own growth. It's a good shift. All right. Someone says, "Hi, Janet. I got the healing, but I'm still feeling empty and lethargic. I am unusually disinterested." Oh, my love, you are a piece of work. I'm unusually disinterested in this healing topic, even though I have lots of dad issues. Can you explain? Thank you. Oh, that's just called resistance and denial. But it's okay. Just say, "Angels, help me work on this as much as I need to in a healthy and gentle way." That way, in your sleep, when you're awake, whatever, it'll work out. Just don't let yourself go like, "Oh, this is disinteresting. I'll never do it again." you know, just be like, "Angels, help me with this, okay?" And then that's that. And if you don't want to think about it for 5 days, that's fine. Hopefully eventually you'll surf back to it and do the video and the exercises. But yeah, that odd amount of disinterest is just that you really, really need it. but it's probably just tripping you out a little at the moment. So that's fine. Just you received the healing anyway, so you could just surf on that. Yeah. So, you received that's the good thing about getting the healings. It's not like a test that you take at the end of the live stream where you have to, be at one with all the techniques, because you followed them on a spirit level already. So, conscious clicking with all the techniques and the ideas, that's an extra step that, maybe doesn't come right at the end of the live stream if it's a big deal for you. So that's fine. Just, watch some funny stuff, hang out with some plants, surf the wave, just relax, don't analyze too much. Just stay here. As long as you're, around your body, give yourself pleasant sensory experiences, protein, nature, funny shows, whatever. Hydrate yourself with healthy fluids, then you're staying here and your body can still process, keep your grounding flowing, But yeah, it's all good. It's just sometimes today we did a very sort of centralized, important one that could be big for a lot of people. Someone says, "Felt tired during the healing, but feeling much better now." Good to hear. Someone's giving me lots of wave emojis. Those are adorable. Riding the waves. Thank you. Amazing. The less I think, the better for sure. Yeah, I got my Surf the Wave shirt on here. Should clear my grounding more. Oh, and even too, you can imagine like when you're on a surfboard, you have to be really in your legs. And I've never surfed in this life, by the way, but I imagine. So you can imagine kind of just really being in your legs and your lower torso and just, surf the wave of the change that's happening, because the more your grounding's unblocked, the more you're in your legs, you'll surf it really well. So you don't have to overthink it. Thank you so much for this theme. Sorry I didn't have a chance to do this survey. That's okay. A lot of other people did, so I got the gist of it. What people were dealing with: disrupted sleep and weird dreams. Definitely trying to release blocks. Wondering if my angels wanted me to integrate some new energy too. Yeah, whatever. Just do that end. Towards the end, after the flower healing, we did like right really the last couple things right before we were done. We did extra hard stuck blocks in the second and the first layer. And those can make people restless when they're trying to sleep. So we cleared those so you could redo that more. We did it with gold light and sticky gold wax right in the front there. So you can redo that a bunch of times. And then also just train yourself to don't overthink and just surf the wave of your change. Because sometimes when people are like, I feel that like subconsciously, then they're like, what is it? What's going on? Why is it happening? Wow. So then you have a problem and a problem. Whereas if you just surf the wave, then you don't overthink, you just let go, train yourself, keep letting go, keep letting go. It's okay, keep letting go. You don't have to analyze everything on the way out. Just, keep your flow going and chill out. Be good to yourself. Someone says, yes, thanks, helpful. Safety thing is helpful too. Yeah, telling your body you're safe. I am safe, I am safe. Will surf, relax and observe the waves. Yeah, thanks for the healing. You're welcome. Someone says, my relationship with my dad feels pretty strained and distant. Any advice on that? Not right now. Post it under the Q&A video that we did yesterday, 2 days ago. That would be a great place to post it. And then I'll get to it when I have time. And when you do that, put your dad's first name and last initial, and if he's in the lifetime or not, put that in when you post your question. So this is, I've been working on, because 2 days ago, for those that don't know, we did a Q&A live stream just on dad issues. So that's lots of good food for thought for people. And if you have dad issue questions you didn't get to ask, go and post it under the dad issues Q&A. So this is, I've been working on, you can post it under this one too if you want. So it says, I've been working on relationship with authority lately, so very glad it came up in this healing. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, and fun fact, we did 3 years ago. You didn't, because she didn't know me back then. I don't think 3 years ago, but I did with many people. A group healing set 3 years ago, also around U.S. Father's Day, on male authority. Non-resistance to male authority, all that stuff, owning your own authority. So I posted the links under the Friday healing. If under in the comment section, there's the healing summary, and then usually I put some links to videos. And so, I'm sorry, the Sunday healing 2 days ago, under the healing summary, there's I give links to some videos from 3 years ago about owning your own authority and all that good stuff from 3 years ago. So it says, healing the conscious, subconscious mind with blue earth energy. Yeah, deep thought technique. And a blue soak. Yeah, always feels so good. I think I must have released a lot in this healing because I am super tired. Yeah, you're just releasing a lot. You could use some protein and a nap. If you have time. If you don't have time, maybe just ask your angels to help and keep unblocking your grounding. It's fine now, but you're releasing so much that, and also really unblock above your head. Because I think, when you're trying to bring in so much new energy, if there's any energy blocks, they kind of like flatten into this hard, weird thing. And then you have all this pressure, which makes you feel sleepy. So unblock above your head, just this whole area above your head, just unblock that a lot. I think that'll clear up some of that feeling like you have a truck on your head. So it says, thanks, Janet. I figured it was some sort of weird denial or avoidance. Yes, because I know I really needed this healing, so it didn't make sense that I was disinterested. Yes. Yeah, I get that. It was just funny the way you said it. Sort of like almost offensive the way you wrote it. But I know that I wouldn't be offended, but it was just funny. Okay, cool. You guys are totally awesome, and pat yourself on your back for working your dad issues, your issues with male authority and stuff. You're a total rock star. You can even say that to yourself. I'm a rock star. Have fun surfing the wave. Try not to overthink this. Just, be good to your body. Take it easy, deep breath. All right, have a good day. Bye. Oh, we'll end with me letting Izzy out of the carrier so you can see Izzy at the end. Here you boy. There you go. see if I can get a good shot of Izzy. He's of course gonna drink water first. So that's his butt. He's just drinking water. Oh, here are two of my cats not killing each other, which is always nice to see. Zen is on the top. Yeah, how about that? Zen, and then Bambi is in the middle there on that cat tower. Smokey, I don't know where Smokey's on the other cat tower, but Izzy, come here. There we go. Hey, buddy boy. Ah, wait. He looks cute, but I guess I'm having trouble maneuvering my camera. Let's see, Izzy, come here. There we go. That's better. That's better. Now you're cute in camera. What a cute little baby. Okay, so see you guys later. You're awesome. Bye.